Hello, thanks so much for looking in. My name is Andy and I want to welcome you to the channel. If it's your first time, please hit that subscribe button, okay? Because there are more videos coming up all the time. Anyway, how are you today? That is the question. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything exciting. Let me know in the comments below even if there isn't anything exciting. My cat Tinkerbell is asleep on the bed and I'm changing the bedding today. So I'm having a nice kind of domestic day at home. But really, my favourite thing to be doing at the moment is to be making videos of readings, because that is what I do. And I've just opened up the Starman Tarot here. This is by David DeAngelis. And it's all based on artwork that he did for David Bowie. It's not exactly the same artwork. Some of it is, you know, but it's based on that. That's kind of the thrust of it. And in this video, we're going to do 12 cards for 12 star signs. How you react to this or how you read it is entirely up to you. You are very welcome to take it as a 12 card reading. You are very welcome to pick some numbers between 1 and 12 and have those as your cards. Or you can just do the star sign thing. It's entirely up to you. We will see what unfolds. So I'm having a quick shuffle now. And let's see what we've got for the sign of Sagittarius. No, what am I saying? We start with Aries, do we not? Let's start with the sign of Aries. And for Aries, we've got the Two of Wands. Now, with this card, there isn't much more to actually learn. It's a question of having to get out there and put things into action. So, Aries, what have you got up your sleeve at the moment? It's time to get it out from up your sleeve and start making it happen, because the winds of change are blowing anyway. That is the message of this card. You see this character's holding up two wands, and there is a very cosmic, very spiritual influence going on right up at the top of the card here, but he's facing away from it, okay? And it's not the it's not a question of, and it's not the case that he should turn around and actually look at what's happening up there. He's got all that knowledge, you know. You can see that big green plume coming out from behind his head there. He's got all that knowledge. He's got all that earth energy. And he's very, very well grounded. Look at all these bolts of lightning coming out of his feet and light coming up from the earth to meet him. So it's time to make that decision, Aries. It's actually time to make that move as well. The swords are the decision ones, aren't they? But it really is time to make that move. And you might have to be decisive to get that move to happen. That really is the message there. Loads of bright colours all over this card. And this is a very positive card, actually. It's the number 2, so it's kind of quite early on in the journey in terms of numerology. But if you don't make a start now, will you ever make a start? If you keep on trying to work things out, it's just going to take longer and longer. So that, my friends, is the Aries card. Let us move on and pull one for Taurus. Now we're going to do some oracle cards as we go, and I'm going to pull one of these from Work Your Light, which I used in the live the other night, actually, and thanks if you watched the live, because it did keep freezing all the time. But I noticed it kept my voice going, so the readings got out. That was the most important thing, and I will be trying to do more lives as I go along. It's just kind of finding a time when it's good, because I live in a very old place, and it's a very, very old phone line. Long way from the telephone exchange, so a long way from where the internet kind of starts, if you like. Anyway, I'll pull one of those cards when we get to Gemini, and that'll be for Aries, Taurus and Gemini. This is the card for Taurus, being the second card in this week's reading. It's number 3 of the Major Arcana. In fact, I can hardly read it in the camera. Number 3 of the Major Arcana, it is the Empress. Now, the Empress is an absolute mistress of worldly energies, and in some ways as well, cosmic energies. We tend to look to the Emperor for the real kind of cosmic side of things. But here we've got the Divine Feminine, no less than that. Higher heart chakra pink all over this card, Taurus. So it's looking lucky in love, or at least it's looking good in love, you know. That's the main thing. Looks like relationship problems are going to be healing themselves one way or another. But it's so important to always speak your truth. There's only a little bit of turquoise up there, but that's all you need. A little bit of truth does the trick, okay? As long as there's nothing hidden. That's one of the big rules of anything to do with occult practices. There's got to be nothing hidden, which makes me laugh because occult means secret. But these things are only secret because they tend to be banned or frowned upon by the world. So bring out your inner truth, Taurus, okay? Speak it without fear. And then all this beautiful kind of pink sparkling light and lightning streaks all over the place are going to be going off. And the Empress here is dressed in gold, okay? So the journey is really positive. The journey is really underway and very, very close to the heart indeed for Taurus, because we've got major arcana energy and we've just got lightning going off all over the place. I'll just bring it up a bit closer so you can take a closer look. Very beautiful lady, the Empress, you know, and the energies are actually very beautiful indeed when you get in tune with the Empress energy. And nice sparkly candle going here. So think of that, Taurus, you know, light yourself a candle. You'd be surprised how much it helps. That gives some energy to the cosmic forces, helps them come a little bit closer to you, okay? Because it's when you send your energy out that it really starts working for you and kind of making great things happen. Okay, so let us shuffle at least a little bit more. See what we've got coming up for the sign of Gemini. Okay, I love the Gemini energy. You guys are so kind of out there and actually fairly practical as well. You know, that's the benefit of Gemini being the twins. It really is. And what have we got for you guys? We've got Ace of Wands. Okay, you're going to be having a good one by the sound of it. Loads and loads of pink, sort of higher heart energy going on here. But we've also got lots and lots of gold, maybe even more gold than pink here. And this is the solar plexus chakra. So all that alchemy of the Ace of Wands needs to play out through your own personal power, Gemini. And that personal power can feel quite depleted. And sadly, it often is for Gemini because they have these amazing out there ideas, which, you know, if you really shoot for the stars, you can make those out there ideas really work and really hit home. But this sad world of ours is always trying to tell us that is no good, you know, only science will work. You'll never make it to do this. You'll never manage to do that. And, you know, it's just rubbish when people say that. Follow your heart, follow your ambitions, no matter how crazy they might seem. But focus on the solar plexus chakra, guys, okay? The higher heart is in here in a big way as well, as is actually the sacral chakra. But the main thing we've got here is that gold of the solar plexus, and that's how you make things solid gold, Gemini. Okay, let's just pull an oracle card for significance for all those three signs, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, from Rebecca Campbell's amazing Work Your Light deck. I love this deck, very cheerful and very full of spiritual guidance. And I honestly think that speaking as a spiritualist medium, which is something I do all the time, our actual ancestors, our actual people in the spirit world seem to work very strongly through this deck. They'll work through all the decks, of course, but they seem to work very strongly through this one. So what have we got for Aries, Taurus, and Gemini? It's the inner temple. So there's some more significance for all those cards and all those meanings. And this is like a church with no roof on, isn't it? Except it has got a roof, but the roof is the universe. And that really is the true roof, the true ceiling over all our heads is actually out there in the universe. So just visualize and believe and understand that connection, okay? It shouldn't be too hard to believe for tarot people, to be quite honest. It says here, devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. Can you see that there? Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I've got a speck of ink on my finger from an ink incident that happened the other night when I was trying to write. But there you go, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Visualize yourselves walking along that divine sacred corridor right towards the window at the end, which has got the star overhead and which has got so much positivity absolutely oozing out of it. I will put those down. We'll go back to the Starman, because now it's time to pull a card for the sign of Cancer. Let's see what we've got for Cancer this weekend. And this will be, this kind of holds good until the next reading, if you know what I mean. That's always my intention. That's always where the energy's at. Do check out the elemental reading that I did the other night for the 4 elements: fire, water, air, and earth. They're in there. There's a little spread of cards for each of the elements. Gives you a bit more insight into what's going on. But Cancer, here we have it. Major Arcana again, number 19, the Sun. Now, the Sun comes in at number 19 because it's kind of just before things really not so much take off. They've already taken off at this point, Cancer, but it's before they really hit home and really kind of start making things happen. So this is very positive. When you get this card, you've been understanding the situation for some time. You've probably been trying to understand a situation for a long time, but you've got your head around it now. Now you're seeing the truth, and so now you're ready to go forward, actually bring it into being and make it happen, which is absolutely great news. So that's for Cancer. Let's see what comes up for the sign of Leo. Leo next, we shall see. Okay. And for Leo, it's Major Arcana again. It's number 1, the Starman this time. And this is for you guys, Leo. Now then, a whole plethora of colours all over this. I'm seeing purple, and I'm sure that healing is going to be needed. That's what I'm really drawn to first and foremost as I read this card for Leo. So what situation needs healing, Leo? Just visualise and believe that that healing can happen. And it actually will. That's how it works. It's how it always works. But streaks of lightning coming everywhere to absolutely light this character up, light the Starman up, and actually make things happen, which is great. At number 1 in the Major Arcana, he is actually the Magician in this pack. That's what his function is. So, Leo, you've got all the tools you need. You really have. I'm just looking at that healing side of it as something that needs to be happening next for Leo. And so that brings us on to the sign of Virgo. Let's see what we've got for Virgo. You have to excuse me kind of looking over here. I'm trying to get used to looking at the little dot in the middle of the camera there, which is what I should be looking at. But I can't help looking at the screen to make sure I'm holding up the cards properly and everything. Okay, so Virgo, what have we for you? It's loads of Major Arcana cards coming up at the moment. Very, very intense energy because, of course, we are headed towards December the 21st when we've got that Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, and they're really going to be kind of kicking off against each other in lots of ways, making bright sparks in the night sky. Virgo, here we are. This is the card for you. It's the Lovers. So if this is a relationship reading for you and you just happen to pick this card, which would be card number 6, then this is really good news. Or if you're a Virgo looking for love, this is good news too. But even if you're not actively looking for love, this shows that love is coming to find you at this very moment. It's coming down the pike. Maybe it's already there, but it's going to improve. You know, something good is happening around matters of love, Virgo. No two ways about it. Let me look a little bit more closely at this. And you can see we've got the 2 lovers here, most certainly. But there are these 2 nymphs flying in the sky above their heads. So there's angelic help coming in, mincing my words as I so often do. Down here, we've got a groundedness in the earth in a very sacred way. We've got that green energy there, and there's fire in that green energy. So to actually heal a relationship, to actually really get that love sparking off, get yourself grounded and visualize the strongest, the most positive energy coming in. So that's Cancer, Leo and Virgo. Let us have a quick shuffle and find ourselves a Work Your Light card for you guys. Okay, Cancer, Leo and Virgo, for you we have in the Temple again. Well, I'll pull you another one in a second because I've already read that, but this has come up for you again, okay, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. This is exactly the message I said before, a kind of cosmic temple. You've got to visualize that this is your world, that this is what's going on in your mind. And I'll pull you a bonus card, so I'm not just getting away with the first card that came out the first time. And this one is Share Your Voice. So Cancer, Leo, Virgo, picture yourself sitting here a little bit in the dark, but looking out at all the magic that's going on. We're looking across water to the pyramid and look at the beautiful sky that's been painted in this card. The artwork in these is really, really majestic, actually. So you've got all the majesty of the universe here. When you share your voice, come out of the cave. Persecution and expression, those are 2 difficult forces to kind of play with each other, but you'll be able to express yourself despite any persecution, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. If you just kind of be willing to share your voice. That's what really needs to happen there. Okay. Now then, this wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't share a quick cat image. So take a look at Tinkerbell, who's as beautiful as ever. I'm actually changing the bedding at this moment, and she's managed to go to sleep on the bed anyway. And Marcy is actually here as well. She's always a little bit reluctant to get involved in the videos there, but here she is. And it looks like she's sticking around, actually. She hasn't gone any place yet. You settle down, baby. Be okay. So, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And that brings us, my friends, to the sign of Libra. Let's see what we've got for Libra this week. Okay. The card that comes at the beginning of the deck. We will discount that one. I can't very well give out nothing as a message, can I? But, yeah, there we go. Maybe you're at the beginning of something. I don't know. We'll shuffle a little bit more and see what comes out for the sign of Libra. Two of Pentacles. Okay, Libra, this is for you. Two of Pentacles. I do like the number 2 for Libra, actually, because you do get that feeling of balance here. So there's a bit of a juggling act going on, okay? That's pretty well always the case with the Two of Pentacles, and I guess you're struggling a little bit with that. But this looks positive. This guy has actually pretty much got things under control. The pentacles are flying around a bit, but his hands are there, poised, ready to catch them. So he's something of an expert. So, Libra, you can handle whatever's been thrown at you at the moment. You can see the chakra colours in this for yourself. Personal power is the main one. It's that beautiful golden yellow of the solar plexus chakra coming up for you guys again. There's purple in the sky, so he looks like he's drawing that healing down by his own manifestational powers there. So Libra, do reach for the skies if you need to draw in that healing, and reach for the skies in terms of whatever you're trying to achieve at the moment, because this card says you can do it. Number 2, early in the journey, of course, but this card says you're going to get there. This card says you're going to do it. We've also got a nice kind of purpley bluey sea in the background there, and this journey is taking you towards the pure gold of the mountains we can see in the distance. Nobody knows what lies across the sea, but it's there. Okay, so make that move, make that journey, Libra. And if you need to really get things into balance, if you really want to bring healing into your life, reach up for the sky, because there is a ton of healing there with lots of fire around it, so it's making things happen. In fact, even if you don't feel you particularly need to draw healing in, you might as well do it anyway, because healing is a great thing. You can't have too much of it. If you draw in more healing than you need, it just goes out there and sends healing to other places in the world where it is needed. So you're doing your bit, and your reward, I'm sure, will be great, Libra. That really looks a positive card to me. Scorpio, what have we got for the Scorpions at this moment? Let's see. Number 0, the Sacred Clown. Okay, Major Arcana again, and this is the very first card in the deck. So something is starting anew for you guys, Scorpio. That can be a difficult situation. A very Scorpio kind of card, this, because we can see that the character is in black, and he's got his kind of white higher self soul figure shining in white light behind him there. And Scorpions tend to see the colours of the world in black and white, or at least that's what happens when the moon's in Scorpio, and it definitely is a Scorpio thing. But look at all the other colours, okay, Scorpio? Whatever you're thinking is either one way or the other, could be lots and lots of different ways. And that, I guess, is what your lit up higher self behind you is trying to tell you. We've got the orange of the sacral chakra here. So appetites and desires, if those things are giving you any trouble at all, give that trouble to the light and it will be transmuted. You've just got to you don't absolutely have to close your eyes, but it's a good way to shut out the distractions of the world. And it's kind of, it's an intention, if you shut your eyes, it's an intention to communicate with the unseen forces of this world, which are all around us, and we would be able to see them. It's just that human vision has a very narrow range of frequency, and that's why we can't see them. Psychics, mediums, we learn to tune into those things that we can't see with our everyday eyes open. That's the way it goes. but lots and lots of positive things going on here. It is the beginning of a journey, so do be careful whatever you do. This chap's higher self is a bit like the dog in the more traditional tarot image. Sorry, Marcy's just jumped off my lap and that kind of distracted me a little bit doing that. But it's the higher self that's kind of trying to hold you back a little bit. But it's not trying to hold you back as in stop you, Scorpio. Not at all. That's not what it's there for. It's just saying, think carefully, okay? Think again. It's not black and white. It's all these different colours, okay? And think about those appetites and desires as well, Scorpio, because they matter. They make a big difference. So Sagittarius is what we have now. And I've got it in my hand already. It's the Queen of Cups for Sagittarius. Okay, so the cups, you know, the things we want. I was talking about appetites and desires in the last card for Scorpio there. This is more lower heart chakra green that we've got going on here, and some higher heart chakra pink up at the top. But that's how the heart works, you know. You can't have one side of the heart without the other. So what's happening with your love of life, Sagittarius? I should know because I'm a Sagittarius, but there are so many different ways, so many different expressions of the Sagittarian energy. Every Sagittarius is at least a little bit different to all the other ones. So what do you want? What do you actually desire? Because the Queen of Cups is saying, you know, she's in charge and she can make it happen. So tune into that Queen of Cups energy and just visualize yourself making it happen. Believe that it really can happen, because it absolutely can, no doubt about it. There's a lot of gold in there as well, but it's up above their heads, okay? So in terms of personal power, I would leave that up to the universe if I were you, Saggies, because the universe has most definitely got your back. It's in there between the lower heart green and the higher heart pink. So, you know, the universe has definitely got your back, and so has Mother Earth, so has planet Earth, because it's all going on in the bottom of the card here. Lots of action there. And this character is sitting very steadily, you know, with her feet apart. She's got kind of no problem just feeling grounded, I suppose, is the thing to do, you know. So visualize that for yourself, Saggies. If you don't feel grounded, just visualize that it's real. Visualize that it's actually happening. Anyway, I'm shuffling the wrong deck now, because after that, we are actually going to pull a Work Your Light card from the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light deck for Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius, which is including me. And what have we got? Dance with life. Okay, do something to change your energy. And this is really well worth doing. We always like to think we're going along a straight path towards achieving the goals that we want, what we've got in mind. Sometimes life throws us a curveball. Sometimes, guys, it's quite good to throw yourself a curveball and start just kind of going with the flow of whatever that curveball that you've thrown yourself actually makes you do, whatever direction it takes you in. Because as you weave from side to side on the path through life, you get new experiences, you get deep experiences, and that improves your knowledge, it improves your spiritual understanding of yourself and other people. So dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Okay, so this brings us to Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. Let's take out a card for the sign of Capricorn after I've shuffled a bit. What do we have? What do we have? Let's see. It's the Princess of Cups, actually, so not that far different to what we had for Sagittarius a second ago. The Princess of Cups. Now, this is a younger energy, but she's still all about bringing your desires, making your dreams real, bringing your desires and the things you actually want closer to you. So success is indicated here too, just in a slightly different way. We've got that higher heart pinker. I'm not seeing a lot of green in this card. There is some there, but it's all mixed up with the gold. And this looks to me like she's kind of lifting up those, you know, weightlifter weight things. I don't know what they're called, but she looks like she's holding those up above her head. She actually isn't, because she's got her hands by her side. But some force is holding those weights up. So there you go. You know, you will actually get some help in terms of making your desires become a real thing, bringing what you want into being and bringing it into your life. That is what we call manifestation, Capricorn, and that is really what it's all about for you guys, okay? So get that manifesting head on. December is actually a great month for it. We've got a total solar eclipse coming up on the 14th, which is not far away at this very moment, and that's going to be on the new moon. And of course, we've got that big happening on the 21st of December when sparks are going to fly, if you ask me. So, you know, manifestational thoughts are really, really going to be supported. They really are. So get your manifesting head on. I've said it again. Okay. Aquarius, we've got the Three of Cups for you guys. We're getting lots and lots of cup cards now as we get into the later signs of the zodiac. And Aquarius, this is for you. It's the Three of Cups, and this shows that you are actually on the way to manifesting what you want, but it's early in the journey. Use your personal power. We've really got that gold shining out there in a big way. Let's bring the card up closer and have a look. Now, we've got these two characters here, Aquarius. So, you know, look at the two sides of yourself. They're working together. Most certainly, they always are. But for some reason in this card, there's two of them. And so you do need to be working on both sides of yourself if you really want to drive things forward and make things happen. There's so much gold in this card. It's not the only colour I'm seeing, but it's kind of blitzing all the other colours. We've got some purple. We've got fire going on. We've got bluey colours. We've got all kinds of things going on here. So maybe the energy is a little bit scattered for Aquarians. Maybe it is. But this is the Three of Cups. This says that there's going to be an upward spiral. This is when other people or other energies get involved with you and actually lift yourself up. So see the two sides of yourself. Really important, that one, Aquarius. But also look out for new influences coming into your life, which are going to be uplifting. Okay, this is positive. This isn't like a new influence, like you get a horrible bill and your whole Christmas is wrecked. This is a good influence, like something comes in unexpectedly and lifts you up. It really does. That third influence can be a bit of a frenemy, though, so make sure that personal power is tuned in and switched on. Okay, so now we come to the final card in this week's Flick Through the Zodiac. This is going to be a card for the sign of Pisces. I'm having a shuffle again down here. I don't actually know what's going to come out yet, but it's the one I've got in my hand now. I didn't actually spill any, so it is definitely this one. Cup card again. I was going to say I can't believe it, but there's nothing I can't believe about the tarot. For the sign of Pisces, it's the Ten of Cups. Now, this is nice and rounded, and this shows that if the things you're really trying to manifest, the things you're really trying to bring into your life haven't actually happened yet, then they're going to be happening pretty soon. Okay, pink everywhere, a bit of orange mixed with that. So we've got kind of root chakra energy coming into the picture and sacral chakra energy coming into the picture as well. So money, safety, security, appetites, desires, those are the things that could cloud your sky at this moment, Pisces. So do try and rise above all those things. We have got the gold of the solar plexus, and we've also got this kind of Merkaba pattern in the background there, showing that whatever you're trying to actually achieve and whatever's going on in your golden solar plexus energy is playing out in the universe, and things are coming right. Things are coming into reality and things are looking like working. So great energy in this card for the sign of Pisces. Well, wasn't that just all about cups as we came to the end? Loads and loads of cup sign cards coming through. So interesting. We will do a Work Your Light card now for the signs of Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. And see where this takes us. What have we got? The Age of Light. Now, this is great because this plays into all that cup sign energy in a big way. In fact, it plays into all the energies. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So the things you actually want, the things you actually desire are part of your mission on this earth in this incarnation, and in many lifetimes, many incarnations going back, way back through time, maybe before any kind of time that we're even aware of, maybe, millions of years ago, maybe even on another planet. You've been trained for what's going on, and what you're aiming for, what you're shooting for, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces, is for real. It is going to happen, and you're going to be more than capable of dealing with it. This lady standing in this triangle always makes me think like she's standing in a teepee. So think of that Native American wisdom coming in here. There's lots of kind of pinky rocks in the background as well. So the heart chakra, higher heart chakra energy is looking quite hard to climb for you guys. But you can most certainly do it because you've been training for this for lifetimes. That's what the Age of Light is all about. And now we've got both cats sleeping together. I just had to show you a shot of my cute cats. I love them so much. And they're the keepers of some kind of amazing manifestational wisdom, I'm certain. So there we go, friends. We've come to the end of another week. We're just going into the next week. And so things are happening. Things are moving. I hope you found that reading helpful today. I hope you'll share this around your friends, you know. Help me get the word out. Thanks so much to everyone who has subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that hit the like button, yeah, but hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the bell, ring the bell to make sure you don't miss anything, because there are more readings coming all the time. Subscriber giveaway announcement is going to be in tomorrow's video. I'm going to announce that Sunday night. I'll make that a regular thing. If you don't win it this time, you might win it next time. You never know. I'm going to do something like this every week. And this week it's going to be a 3-card tarot reading. If you want to ask a question, I'll answer a question. If you just want to leave it to fate, which is a very, very wise thing to do, actually, then just leave it to fate. But you could win that 3-card reading, so do hit the subscribe button. Meanwhile, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic time ahead. Love, light, blessings to all of you, and peace. Goodbye.